What should I try this time?
Relax.
டிஸ்கார்டுக்கு மட்டும் தான் வந்திருக்கு.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
இப்பதான் வருதுடா.
Silence.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay.
Relax.
What should I try this time?
இதில் போட்டு விட்டேன். ஏய் உனக்கு எப்படி லைவ் தெரியுதுன்னு பார்த்துருவேன். கேமில் இருக்கியா என்ன?
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
ஓடி வருவானே பக்கி பான்ஸ் அனுப்பிட்டேன். பக்கி பான்ஸ் உனக்கு வந்து கலாய்க்கிறதுக்குனே வருவியே இருப்பா. ஒன் வச்சுட்டேன்.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
டேக் அடிச்சிரவா? பண்ணலாம் பார்த்துருக்கோம். மறக்காம லைக் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க. போட் பண்ணு. ஆட்டும் பண்ணுங்க. யார் யார் பார்த்துக்கலாம். ஆர்ட் மட்டும் பெர்சன்டேஜ் இதாகுது.
Quit following me.
Add Astra.
Squall and fury.
Very ஸ்டார். ஓகே பண்ணும். பாதியிலே கண்டினியூ பண்ணி விட்டுட்டோம்.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
இதான்.
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
சரி சொந்த டைனாரி.
What? Tainari?
Sorry?
Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
Here! This is a letter from Tainari!
Oh, let me see... Oh! Ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So, you two just have some questions for me? Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know...
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that?
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Sorasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is some...
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing. In this world, there will always be information. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper... Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academy... Hey, come on! This is a survival skill at the
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low it's like digging holes in the dirt. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here. Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Aww, another dead end.
வாங்க RJ bro வாங்க bro வெல்கம் டு
If
ஸ்ட்ரீம் ப்ரோ
Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know
Sorry bro,
anyone
ஒரு
else
5
to
days வர
ask
முடியல
now.
காணுங்க bro
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the
Live ball
Adventurers
launch start
Guild does not serve as the
பண்றேன்
vanguard of
புடிங்க
information. Rather, there are
Current புடிங்க
numerous
விட்டு
active
மறுபடியும்
mercenary
வந்துச்சு,
groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asfand, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles.
ஒரு போல் மட்டும் இது உங்களுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி யுவர்ஸ்க்கு
If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar. You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
What?
Alright,
Very what?
off to the Citadel of Rexar we go!
Too slow.
உனக்கு அனுப்புனது பாத்தியா நீ பாத்தியா இல்லையா இமேஜ் அனுப்பி வந்தது பாத்தியா இல்லையா புரியல டேய்
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
ஏய் நான் ஒரு வாரம் 2 வாரத்துக்கு முன்னாடி அனுப்பியிருப்பேன் ஸ்கெட்சிங்கும் இதுவும் கிடச்சதுன்னு சொன்னால டோரிண்டோ அது டோரின் ஓரளவுக்கு ஒழுங்குபடுத்தியிருக்கேன்
Relax.
டோரிண்டோ ஓரளவுக்கு ஒழுங்குபடுத்தி வச்சுருக்கேன் ஐவியை Vijay.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Osfond. We'd like to ask you about something.
ஜெய் ஜெய் இது 2 ஓடுது 2 ஓடுது இங்கிட்ட 1 ஓடுது அடுத்த ரூம்ல 1 ஓடுது
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
ஏய் எனக்கு இது ஃப்ளோர் 8 வந்துட்டேன் ஃப்ளோர் 8ல இது ஒரே ஒரு பேஸ் மட்டும் நம்பர் 1 மட்டும்
Oh? Why is that?
2லாம் தொட முடியல 2ல செத்துறேன்
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the
பரவாயில்லடா
Akasha.
இருந்தா பரவாயில்லடா
Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy.
இப்போதைக்கு நான்
Because of the
இது 55
Academia's influence,
55
most
இருக்குடா ஸ்பின்
citizens are
டோட்டலா
more familiar with Greater Lord Rukadeva. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never
வெறும்
makes an...
600 தான் இருக்கும் எல்லாமே மாத்திட்டேன்
After hearing...
But
All right.
no problem.
7000 சேர்த்தேன் 7000 அப்படியே மாத்திட்டேன்
Seems Osfond was right about most people's attitudes
டேய்
here.
11 இது இருந்துச்சு நார்மல் இருந்துச்சு புரியுதா
Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like,
சரி முடிச்சு
if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems.
அவ்வளவு காட்டாது
Isn't there at least one person in this
அது
entire...
மேல இங்க காட்டும்டா
You two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a... Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity. At that moment, a bird perched on his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "Oh, Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you. Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of..."
Yeah, thanks for the story. Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
In a way. It
அடுத்த
seems
இது
like
வந்து
the story.
17 தான்டா வருது. அடுத்த
Since you
17 தான்டா
worship
வருது.
Lesser Lord
அடுத்த இது.
Kusanali, can you tell us
அடுத்த பேனர்
anything
மாறுறது.
else about
அடுத்தது
her?
அப்டேட்.
Of course. So did you
17
two know
வருது.
that I'm terribly sorry, but it seems so...
ஆமா ஆமா. ஓடுது.
Hey, wait!
Wait.
What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for... this stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali. We can't let them get in the way now. Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we...
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
டாப்ல தானே கட்ட சொன்னேன். $81. என்னடா நல்லா மாத்திட்டேன்.
Too slow.
இல்ல இது இன்டர்வெண்ட் வந்து நிறைய இடத்துல இருந்து இன்டர்வெண்ட் வந்துச்சுல அதனால இப்போ என்னால அந்த இது முடிக்க முடியும்டா போயிட்டு அந்த உல்ஃபோட சேலஞ்ச் முடிக்கும் எல்லாம் அடி வாங்கிறதுக்குள்ள நம்மளால முடியாது எங்க வந்து நின்று
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
25 ஆரம்பிச்சு அது
You can
இப்போ
relax
10
now.
தேதி வரைக்கும்
We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
10 தேதி வரைக்கும் இல்ல 1 தேதி
Really?
தெரியல அது
Thank
என்னன்னு
you
பாரு
so much. Uh-oh. Looks like there are some...
More of them? Then what are we standing here for?
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run. Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the
அடுத்த
port we
பேனருக்கு
can
வந்து
go to.
9000
Probably
சம்திங்
wouldn't
ஏதோ
expect
சொன்னான்
me to hide in a place like that.
அடுத்த அப்டேட்
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone looking for you.
தாண்டா 11000 சொன்னான்டா டோட்டலா 11000 சொன்னான் ஸ்பைரல் அபிஸ்க்குலாம் சொன்னான் ஸ்பைரல் அபிஸ்லாம் அது அது அதெல்லாம் சொன்னான் அப்படியே இதுல
Too slow.
அதுல ரிவார்ட் மட்டும் பார்த்து சொல்லு. Hotel Marriott.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
Yeah, character வந்திருக்கு. ஏயா தானே அது?
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Wait a sec! Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
இதுக்கு இப்படி
I'm
கத்துது?
Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with
நாளைக்கு
you,
அது ட்ரையல்
It'd
கரெக்டர்
be
ஈவென்ட்னு
easier for
சொன்னாரு.
the both of us if you cooperated.
தான் தெரியல
But if
பார்க்கணும்.
you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a
ட்ரையல்
sack of
கரெக்டர் ஈவென்ட்னு
potatoes.
சொன்னாங்கடா. அது
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want
தெரியல
to go
எல்லாமே
back.
ட்ரையல் நம்ம
Why are
கேரக்டர்
you
வச்சு
so
அடிக்க போறது
pushing
இல்லையா?
her?
ட்ரையல் கரெக்டர் ஈவென்ட்.
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your
the
parents
event
are
la,
my
ஆமா.
employers. I have to answer to them.
how much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that
நம்ம
much.
இப்ப ரெண்டு ஈவென்ட் முடிச்சோமே
My
அதே
lady,
மாதிரி தான்
this
இருக்கும்னு
isn't about
நினைக்கிறேன்.
Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do. And knowing your health, carelessly running around
நேத்து
like this is
பார்த்தேன்
gonna
அதனால
hurt
தான்
you.
சொல்றேன்.
For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for mother and father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to, because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents. This is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine, I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
Oh, Durgesh bro, நீங்க தானா நேம் மாத்திட்டீங்களா என்ன பபிள்ஸ்னு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் Durgesh bro.
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd love for you to join us.
Right, bro.
Sure. After you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hi Nightbot. நினைச்சேன் எங்க அந்த Nightbot கூப்பிடலையேன்னு நினைச்சேன். அப்பதான் நினைச்சேன் அதுக்குள்ள வந்து கூப்பிட்டீங்களே.
Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
PC சும்மா இருக்க கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அதையும் போட்டு விட்டேன்டா.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now? Aw, Paimon kinda wanted to try something fancy, but we aren't exactly loaded. Guess Paimon will settle for something ordinary.
How about our charcoal-baked agelena cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. Hey, come on! Paimon has personal preferences too, you... Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Huh? Really?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
அதான் நைட் பட் சொன்னானே.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do you know my name? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you.
Right,
Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you love counting the petals on your mom's skirt. Wow, you really do know everything.
அவ்வளவுதான்.
Dunyarzad, is there anything you want?
ஜீவனை பிடிக்க முடியாது.
What?
எனக்குலாம் C1 கூட இல்ல அது.
I can't go anywhere.
இதுவே இல்லையே. கோமாவே இல்ல சொல்லப்போனா.
Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen.
இல்லடா
Can you... Oh.
இல்லடா போயிட்டு தான் இருக்கு.
But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now.
போயிட்டு தான் இருக்கு.
Then can you be my friend?
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel. Deserts. And all of that. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it. She said that I know that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of... Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness.
Okay, bro.
In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zero's festival for her.
So high-ஆ இருக்கா எப்படி
What's
இருக்கு?
the Sub-Zero's festival?
அவர் delete பண்ணிட்டார்.
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. But because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival. The Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
ஆமா gain வச்சான் bro.
Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death.
இது நார்மல் டிஃபால்ட் மைக்ல தான் ஹெட்ஃபோன்ல இருக்கிற மைக்ல தான் பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன். இது
It's absolutely
ஸ்ட்ரீமிங் மைக்
terrible.
இல்ல நம்ம கிட்ட.
Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru.
வாங்குவோம்
But hasn't
பொறுமையா
Lesser
வாங்குவோம்.
Lord Kusanali been...
Just remember that
5
we're
நாளைக்கு
still
ஒரு
out
வாட்டி லைவ்
in
போட்டா
public.
இது பண்றது.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zeros, but recently, I made a friend there who also followed. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could...
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
போடு.
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face.
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared. So I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today and see how things are coming along.
Sure, that's quite the trip, though.
No, that would be too much. Even for
டிஃபென்ஸ்
you.
வராத வரைக்கும்
You
சந்தோஷம்.
might as
அவ்வளவுதான்.
well just accept the lift. If I
டிஃபென்ஸ்
let
வந்து
you
நம்மள
walk,
செஞ்சு
who
விட்டுருதுடா.
knows how long
ஒண்ணும்
it'll
இல்ல.
take
டிஃபென்ஸ்
us.
வந்து நம்மள செஞ்சு
And if
விட்டுரும்.
anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
நான் பொறுமையா சேர்த்தேன். நான் பொறுமையா சேர்த்தேன்.
But of course, Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested.
Right.
Quit following me.
இவன்ட மெனு என்ன இருக்கு? டெலிஷியஸ் மெனு. என்கிட்ட இப்போதைக்கு இல்ல இப்போதைக்கு இல்ல. நான் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். அதெல்லாம் அதை பத்தி கவலைப்பட தேவையில்ல. போ இன்னும் போயிடும். என்கிட்ட 969 விம்சி மட்டும்தான். விம்சியும் வாண்டருக்கு வந்து இதை அடித்தேன். வாண்டருக்கு வந்து டெசர்ட் பேவ்லியன் அதில் ஒன்றுமே சரியாக வரல சொல்ல போனால் செட்டில். ஆமாம் வந்தது மட்டும்தான் பண்ணல. AR-48 ஆமாம் ப்ரோ. ஆமாம் ப்ரோ. அதுக்கு ஒருத்தன் 48 ப்ரோ. AR-48 49 ப்ரோ. விஜய் வந்து 49 ப்ரோ. ஆமா போயிட்டே இருக்கான் நிக்கலடாக்க.
Dunyarzad, it was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
I am 47
meet
in
the Traveler and Paimon. My
college
team
ரா
is
இருக்கு.
friends.
காலேஜ் ஓபன் ஆயிடுச்சுல.
They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for
College
information on
ரா
Lesser Lord
இருக்கு.
Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land?
வெதரிங் வேவ்ஸ் ரைட்.
That's wonderful. You two... By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar.
It looks spectacular. Thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I...
Probably?
Wow! This place is amazing!
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent any—
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sub-Zero's festival anymore. Thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad. With the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover. The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I
can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us.
Nilu, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zeros, the most important performance at the Sub-Zeros festival.
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be. According to legend, the Sub-Zeros festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful parisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment." Huh? Really? Oh, you probably mean because all the gods in this story are no longer alive. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked. Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and...
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real Parisaras went extinct after her death.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Parisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers, but she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just two real Parisaras on the stage.
All of Lesser Lord Kus...
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Of course Paimon wants to watch. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zeros festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Traveler and Paimon, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then feel free to explore the area. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Sub-Zeros festival.
In that case, we'll take a look around.
Yeah.
Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Things are really shaping up, and don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the
Dancing at the Sub-Zero's festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord and the Sub-Zero's festival has been losing its appeal over the years.
உனக்கு லைவ் எப்படி காட்டுது செல்ஜி? சரி பேசாத போ. இல்லைன்னு சொன்னல தண்டனை அதுதான் உனக்கு தண்டனை. பேசாத போ.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? Did you know that the Sub-Zero's festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. But the best part is when Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, passes out candy to everyone.
போனேட்ரா.
Nilu, your outfit looks amazing.
I thought I'd add a little...
Wow, did you sew all that?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we
moderator
make all
madam
our own
moderator
costumes.
வேலைய பாருங்க.
Did
என்ன
you...
பண்றீங்க moderator?
May I?
Of course.
ஒரு போஸ்ட்ல ஒரு
Hey, is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon!
Whoa! Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like what? Take you two, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about his sister.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh.
Haven't
we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
அதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இல்ல bro. நானே சேனல்ல ரெண்டு மாடரேட்டர் தான் bro வச்சிருக்கேன் போட்டோலாவே. யாருக்குமே நான் கொடுக்கல. இப்ப மாட்டேன். அதனால ஒரு பிரச்சனையே வரும் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டா நான் யாருக்குமே
I'm sure you two will get
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well...
Are you serious? We'd love that!
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Regzar.
Sounds like a plan! Let's head over to the Citadel of Regzar and wait for Dia!
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Listen, I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you to meet with the Lesser Lord.
Health issue நால நான் வர முடியல என்ன. அதான் ஆவுனா EB OP கைஸ்ன்றானுங்க. கடுப்பாயிருது. கரண்ட கட் பண்ணி விட்டு.
Oh, hey Chief.
Ha, Dia. What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Ozfond.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Ruksha's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses. So people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell them what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what theft are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the Academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, Just go there and see what happens.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homophobia family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for King Deshret." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are. King Deshret's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia, and you too, Osfond. Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that. Good. Then we'll see you both at the...
Into the shadow. The wind rises. Too slow.
சொல்லுங்க சாரு. லைவ்டா. Oh.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got it. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that?
Fayam delete பண்ணிட்டேன். நல்லா தான் இருக்கான்.
Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru.
NCVCல இருக்கான்.
Maybe it's because
அப்புறம் இல்லனா என் விசில இருப்பான். நீ என் விசி வர மாட்ற.
But Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds. Ooh. Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Osfund told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Why are we even more suspicious going around saying we're academic? Well, give it...
ஒரு மெம்பர்ஷிப் போடு போ. போடுறா போடு. போடலாம். அங்கெல்லாம் பிளாட்டினம்னு ஒன்று இருக்கும் பாரு. அதை போடு.
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you too?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to...
ஒரு மெம்பர்ஷிப் போட்டு போடா.
Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the Academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos.
ஏய் நான்
See over there?
கேட்டா அப்புறமா
Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
அவன் விளாடுறதே இல்லை அவன் விளாடுறதே இல்லை அவன் விளாடுறத விட்டு ஜென்ஷின் யாரு இல்லை போல சரி கூப்பிடவா இல்ல படம் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கு
Out of all my commissions, I enjoy making jewelry for newlyweds the most.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Aramite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Aramite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment. Don't you see? Many of the Aramites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. Because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Aramites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ein al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then...
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
First pass ஆகணும் அதுக்கு அப்புறம் கோட்டா வாங்கணும் அதுக்கு அப்புறம் நொட்டானும் ஆமா அது பத்தி
Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds... So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Oh... This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot
அதுக்கு அப்புறம்
the
delete
group they
ஆயிட்டு
mentioned.
இத போய்
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
Be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion.
They've also amassed a significant amount of more this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Yeah, with bosses.
Huh. All these guys talk about.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Quit following me. Too slow.
What you see is what we've got. Feel free to talk to the bartender if you want a drink. Welcome.
What's going on? How can there be Kairagi here?
ஆமா. இல்ல நான்
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? What's a student from Sumeru
Hi
City
bro,
doing
வாங்க
in
bro,
Port
welcome to
Ormos?
stream bro, pro noob.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Huh? What is this? Some kind of...
Oh! Sorry. He must have grabbed the wrong amount. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Paimon can't stand to see so much more ago.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm?
பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கவங்க
What are
லைக்
you
பண்ணுங்க,
waiting
மறக்காம
for?
உங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. லைக் வந்துச்சுனா 10 லைக் வெல்லாம். Go for 20 likes guys.
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention King Deshret just now.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our home. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom. But
So,
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, furthermore, she conspired with... But the story doesn't end, mark my word. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret.
ரெண்டையும் போட்டு இப்போ கொல்ல போறான் ஒருத்தனை போய் கொல்ல போறாங்க.
I don't have anything to say to you academia
பேர்
people
ஸ்டார்க்குன்னு
about
நினைக்கிறேன்.
that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet.
சரிடா, ஓகே பைடா.
This man is a fraud.
அலைதமா.
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they...
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfect!
Yes, and in no uncertain terms.
I'm warning you. Don't push us.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from... If, on the other, I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that also... Consider this.
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay, then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast.
Tony Stark,
First, you return the 500,000 more to them.
not.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman, there appears to be fewer Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but plus, he seems to... He went that way! After him!
following me.
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong. Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, we'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information...
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the ants. Look, if you've been making inquiries...
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites...
You know almost this is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing!
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to Mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine.
Quit following me.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the academia because most of her wares don't comply with academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any Mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
Yeah, wala. Powerful.
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you.
How are you, le?
If you two want to back out, now's the time. Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
Oh, live game Genshin Impact விளையாண்டுட்டு இருக்கேன். Liveல.
Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
ஆமா அதேதான் அதே சேனல் தான் கொஞ்சம் அளவுக்கு ஏத்திட்டு இருக்கேன் ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
Hello, what are you two looking to buy? What a unique palette.
Following the paper got us past the first...
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it.
Channel support paniya, uncle.
Please follow me.
Powerful uncle.
You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No.
My mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
What? The Matra? Where? Oh, Hatham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
Quit following me. Too slow. Quit following me.
Around. there you go.
Look, he's over there.
Quit following me. Squall of Fury.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice. Here, over here. You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good.
Thank you.
Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier. Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess P-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
Paimon's
not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. So that's why I prefer to have... It's your first time here, but don't worry. I won't ask too as long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora. Then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course. Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this. What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some... Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Yeesh, who would want to be... Or, how about the art? With this one, you can become an expert in his... Ooh, now 2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts. Whoa, that's a lot of Mora! Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one. All right, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality. We'll take these, please and thank you. My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen. I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 Mora more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million Mora. Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs to Al-Haytham. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on! We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Excellent. Then please... hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time.
Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham.
Quit following me.
Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Ha, you two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here. Okay now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or how to find your sister?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor, My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar.
They adamantly believe that the Divine Knowledge Capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now...
To befriend Dory, so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay, then we'll meet.
Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
கரெக்டா லாஸ்ட் நாள் இன்னைக்கு என்னோட பேனரோட லாஸ்ட் நாளில் கரெக்டாக இதோட ஸ்டோரி போயிட்டு இருக்கு. எனக்கு கரெக்டாக டென்ட்ரோ ஆர்கான் ஸ்டோரி போயிட்டு இருக்கு.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't
நாளைக்கு வந்து ஃபரீனா வருது. இன்னைக்கு காலையில் வருதுன்னு போயிட்டு இப்போ வந்து ஸ்பின் 55 இருக்கு. சிட்டி வந்து 0. 4 மறுபடியும் அதே 4ல் வந்து இதில் வந்து வெப்பன் கிடச்சது. ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் வெப்பன் கிடச்சது.
Wind rises. Too slow. Ready.
All right. This place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Yeah. Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles, one before using this knowledge capsule and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry. I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Wow! Haytham! You must have been one of those guys at the academia who got top grades on everything. Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So why are you risking getting caught by the Matra for this capsule?
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
அந்த நம்ம மாத்துறோம்ல subscribe to Harry Gaming.
Just fight as you normally do.
அதுல ஒரு சின்ன சேஞ்சஸ் பண்ணு. இது மெம்பர்ஷிப் 29 சொல்லிட்டு பாப்போம் அதானே.
Into the shadows.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to hold it in your hand. I'll help.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2. Fight. Now, I'll start recording.
Haytham, how's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability.
Wait, how much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This
ஆமா 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 பண்ணலாம்டா தான் வேணும்னு கேட்டேன் 2 hours முடிச்சிட்டு வந்துடுறேன் வெளில இருக்கியா எனக்கும் அதே தான்டா அந்த கருமாந்திரம் day after day after
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Ready.
இப்போ எவ்வளவு தெரியுமா இப்போ வரைக்கும்
Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Can knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need.
இல்ல 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 இன்னைக்கு வந்திருக்கு நாளைக்கு இதுவே பார்த்தேன்னு வெச்சுக்கேன் அது கூட தந்துறேன்
There's a way. Can you
அப்படியே
really
ஆஃப்
get us anything we want? Anything at all? Uh-huh. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind. Oh, I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big trouble. But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it. Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
சொல்லுடா இல்ல
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The divine knowledge capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain el-Ahmar. Ah, so you're all... The group has done everything in their power to obtain that divine knowledge capsule. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. Thanks for the info, Dory. Please, it's... Well, we figured out where the divine knowledge capsule is. Turns out
அங்க गाइस தோ உங்களுக்காக கொன்னுட்டா போச்சு
We got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel.
Look at that. Clear as day. All right. In which case?
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el-Ahmar guys. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the divine knowledge.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again. See you then.
Alhaitham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos Lighthouse.
Yep.
Hey. அண்ணே லைவ்ல ஏதாச்சும் பாட்டு கேட்டு.
Quit following me.
என்னோடதுல கேக்குதான்னு பாருடா கொஞ்சம்.
I knew you were crazy, but it was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. This is turning into quite an occasion.
Back up. Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
இதுல
Loaded.
இதுல என்னோடதுலயா பைமன் பேசுனது. ஆமாம்மா அது வித்தியாசமா பேசுட்டா அப்பப்ப குரங்கு சட்டையில இது பண்ணோம். ஆமா ஓ
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired. Arrest him. Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Alhaitham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
Me.
You won this one.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the divine knowledge capsule.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest.
Oh shit.
Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
Bye.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the divine knowledge capsule back too. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we can go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery!
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Alhaitham. Until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Let's go guys, முடிச்சாச்சு. அடுத்த quest வந்துருச்சுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around.
Too slow. Quit following me.
இந்த இதோட முடிச்சிருவோங்க. ஸ்டோரி முடிஞ்சு. கரெக்டா இருக்கும்னா.
We're back.
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. So, if there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So, Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Oh, I've already prepared a
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your...
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia's still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival. Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, Traveler. Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Too slow.
What happened?
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is...
கேக்குதா?
You've worked so hard for this day. You
இன்னும் கொஞ்ச
gotta
நேரத்துல
enjoy it
நான்
to the
வரேன். போலாம். பாஸ்போம்.
You know
அது நைட் போலானா நைட் ஃப்ரீனா சொல்லு போலாம்.
Expected. I had some
நம்ம
trouble
டைம்
falling
எப்பயும் ஒரு
asleep last
9 மணி இருக்கும்ல அந்த டைம்.
I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there. Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event. And they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. So, what's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukashva mushrooms, Nilopala lotuses, Sumera roses, Sunsetias, Kapulatas, Hara fruits, and Zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumero uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak? Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible.
Natland. Oh, Natland க்கு இப்ப சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கான். Natland வருது இல்ல.
Thanks. All right. How about we also check out
அடுத்து வந்து பைரோவோட இதுதானே வருது. பைரோ ஆர்கான். then அதுக்கப்புறம் பைரோ ஆர்கான்.
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Next இது வந்து
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about
area வந்து
it.
பைரோவோட
It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
So that... So how about it? Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
Hey, it's Dunyarzad! Wow!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zeros festival, the children have all grown very fond of you. Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sub-Zeros festival. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris!
Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zeros festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past...
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one, don't these boxes...
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni kabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? It's all right. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Attention! That's unfortunately lavender melon.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
The sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Really?
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Paimon really will...
They all basically sound the same.
Oh, actually, I just remember. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad.
Into the shadows.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any—
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their Mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Main! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her—
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabbit... Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No! We're gonna stay and help! There's too many of them! You're right.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
I'm fine.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on...
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took care of them so fast.
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still...
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry. I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your...
You're so...
Thank you very much.
Don't be like...
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition... Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look...
Truly,
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar!
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this. I know that my family loves me dearly. Did you know? Before I ran away from home, since I was a child, all I could do... I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world.
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also will...
To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life. Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh?
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? Nilou will recreate, and with that, my wit—
Then what are we waiting for?
Yeah.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilou!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros Festival.
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How...
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but...
Art. Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No! I believe that our Archon...
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance.
Understood. I will inform...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now?
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. Or...
Nilou, it's all right.
But you've been looking forward to the dance.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feeling, it would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zeros Festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But... you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zeros Festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
Paimon can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay.
A lot. Nilou and Dunyarzad promised to make the next... Yeah.
All connections have been secured. The project has entered its most critical phase.
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
அதில் வச்சிரும் அதனால் இது போக முடியாதுண்ணே பண்ணால் கை போடுமா
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's...
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's... Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
எம்மா இருக்கு கைஸ். இல்ல இது இல்ல இது வந்து குளோரின் எடுத்தாச்சு, குளோரின்டும் எடுத்தாச்சு.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss.
They're all plants. Actually, what is...
It's one of the Sabzerus festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the dendro.
Remnants appear to be...
Really?
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for...
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep...
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty... So, where to next?
தெருவுல இதெல்லாம் இருந்துச்சு. இப்போ வருவான்.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have...
Yes, Knight Ferris!
What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sabzerus festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
Oh, do you want some...
What's to pick? Ooh!
And there's also lizard...
What?
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right! Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that? A feeling of deja vu? Oh,
Deja
Paimon
vu?
knew. In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's so... Why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! Your intentional...
Welcome, you two! Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it!
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that... Oh, Paimon... That thing? Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted... Then, you mean... That's impossible! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also... there. What a coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet...
Oh.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. DSR...
Whew. That's a big relief.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days...
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would...
Oh, Paimon's...
It's almost time.
Huh? Time?
Nilou's dance of...
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe... When we return, have the...
Understood. I will inform...
the Sub-Zerus.
Nilou?
Oh, Dunyarzad.
It's okay. There's not...
But you've been really looking...
It truly is unfortunate.
True, but...
The next festival.
Wait.
No, nothing.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Dunyar... So, in the end, maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but value...
Continue to monitor for variances in the data.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway...
Repeating model.
Good morning, Dunyarzad!
Not at all. I arrived...
Huh? Paimon thinks he's...
I'm doing well.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the subs. Oh, are you interested in Yal? It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the... And there's also lizard No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh.
Paimon knew he always had that incredible luck? Paimon's not really interested in the other flavor.
Oh! Wait. How did you know?
What? He was...
That couldn't have been luck. How was this mind reading?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
Gida. Par Nagida va paathen padan.
Hey, where are you going?
Going. Gida paathen.
What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunya's out without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
மறுபடி ஓடுது பார்த்துட்டேன். ஓடுது பார்த்துட்டேன். ஓடுது பார்த்து.
What are you looking for? Why did we come? Traveler? That's... Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? Where did you... You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon? Well, this... What the... This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago. Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably... That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and... she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out... Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good. What's happened? Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called some... Ask for the truth. I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness. She looks like she isn't doing well.
If we can break out of these things are...
You sure love to use...
Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and... what's happening right now seems to have happened before. This... That doesn't sound right. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much. That doesn't sound right. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that..." That doesn't sound right. The Grand Sage said... The Grand Sage said... The moon, illusions, and lies. What are they all... That should be it. The
time loop. You've
still the wrong answer?
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena.
Dunyarzad.
The Sub-Zeru's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the Samsara. And to do that, Nahida rejected Paimon's memories.
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? Anyway.
Oh, it's you two.
Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew—
You're really excited about this. So, you're—
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Oh, what you just said. Are you serious?
I knew you weren't—
Marvelous.
When you say it like that—
I believe that the book only says—
So that's how it— We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we—
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing. Both of you are—
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You
want the Traveler to take Dunya—
How did you know what I was going—
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise—
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell any—
All right, so—
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quiet?
Yeah, she isn't the same as before. Her parents said that this is—
Huh?
I don't quite understand.
My lady, are you angry? All right.
Quit following me.
Behold!
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh? I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you—
I can sense her aura.
Do you believe us now? So,
Yeah, they've always been a—
You have— Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right!
The Akasha relies—
A Gnosis could do that?
So,
She said, and—
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grant—
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you—
Okay, Nahida said the— That doesn't sound right. I need— People in Sumeru don't drink. That doesn't sound right. My mind feels—
You mean The Akasha is when the desert dwellers compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information? Who knows? The Akasha can put...
What's the point of doing?
Just think about it. This hive mind could...
Excellent. In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from...
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler!
I heard it too. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be... But we...
Paimon remembers everything! Good. You adapted quickly this time. We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? Oh, Paimon, it's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are. If we're lab... The moon? Wasn't that... Anyway, no... okay then.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at...
You didn't get...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell me.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? It's as if...
You're saying that...
That's right.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue.
So you want us to...
How did you know?
It's finally nighttime. Listen, Nahida, we found... Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Really? Good job on all that progress. Hey! Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is How many todays has it been? It's even possible that... Okay, no more! That's why it makes no sense. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your... Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange? It's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero...
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we
We're still in the same day. You already knew last night that we didn't break out of the samsara? Why did you tell me?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity.
Paimon thought that Duke did that!
Of course. In the time we've been together, you...
Paimon's flattered and everything.
What I mean, in other words...
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh.
So, what's your...
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival. That doesn't sound right. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha... That doesn't sound right. The beep is a... That doesn't sound right. Mercenaries rely... If all our memories of a day are erased at the end...
Vaya, Manoj bro, vanga.
Oh, then the beep we hear, that's why when we wake up, but muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes...
Nahida, to put it simply...
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go...
Right! She did help us...
Quit following me. Too slow. Quit following me. Quit following me.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia...
Get hurt?
Well, you're still...
Huh. Truth be told.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about it. Just...
All right then, let me get this straight.
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why do you...
If we've actually... Common sense says my wallet should have emptied it.
Right. They could use the Akash. It's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly come with me, Miss Dunyarzad.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is
Quit following me. Too slow.
This is it.
Huh?
See those marks on the duck? Let's say the sages...
That's true, but...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce. I'm a professional fighter. My martials, the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's what... It's just as they...
Is it really really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's paint. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate. I hope that cleared things up for you. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square... But at least we've reached some... Yep, that's true. So strange. Paimon feels like... Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss... How about we go back and ask Nahida?
Quit following me.
You're back early, sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was, but you two sometimes...
It is true that sometimes we lose track...
Really? That's kinda strange.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Our memories are back! About that...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
Why can't we leave the city? What is the act?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything.
I have a real emergency.
That's your problem.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the academia already announced. Let's go and question. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get any, this is a good spot. And the guard Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But... Oh... Paimon knows that... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back and please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that...
Paimon, calm down.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using 2 people...
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an instant.
What's your perspective, traveler? You sure? I guess that explains everything. You also lost.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something, but this way, we'll also never discover what's outside! Something like a message? But
don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well...
Yep! Nope!
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this...
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable...
To make something like this? Nahida.
Yep. I'll help you save the mess.
We'll never know until we try. At least, let's go then. Let's expose the... okay. See? That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although...
Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just... I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did
the message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
My impression is that each day in this samsara...
Oh, so that's what it is! Later on, Traveler also mentioned a book Paimon's head.
Well, consider so no matter how...
Wow, the Archon War, huh? Hey, where are you?
எப்படி இருந்தாலும் ஆஃப்லைனில் முடிச்சு ஓடும் தெரில இருக்கு. இது குடியும் போக முடியாது போல, கோப் குடியும் போக முடியாது. கோப் முடியாமல் நான் பண்ணி ஆகணும். சரி லைவில் நான் இப்போதைக்கு லைவ் முடிச்சிருவேண்ணே. எப்படின்னு தெரியல, என்ன பண்ண போகிறேன்னு தெரியும். போயிட்டே இருக்க ஸ்டோரி, விதவிதமாக ஓடுது ஸ்டோரி. Hey.